Hey kids, it's Mr. Fly here, hope you're well. Out and about on a beautiful sunny day. Lovely excuse to come out for a ride. And I find myself in the environs of Windsor. And there seems to be an awful lot going on. So stick around, stay tuned, I'll tell you all about it. So an absolutely gorgeous day, as I say, too good to be sat indoors. So I've come out on the little street triple once again. Great to be out on this bike. I've been riding this a lot lately. And I just realised what a great bike it is, really. And as I say, I find myself in the Windsor area, and I'm recording this on the Thursday before the Saturday, which the latest royal wedding is happening. And I don't know, what is it in Britain? We really go nuts about royal weddings, don't we? I personally couldn't give a monkey's about royal wedding, but it seems that the news media, at least, thinks it's something we all deeply care about. So there we are. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, when it comes to royals, we here in Blighty really go to town, don't we, with it? I'm not quite sure how. I mean, it's something out of the arc, isn't it? I mean, it's well, road closed. What happens here? This could be my problem here, riding about. I suspect there are quite a few roads closed. Let's turn around then. I mean, all that faff that went on when Princess Diana died. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure she was a lovely lady. I never met her. I you know, bear her no ill will, or indeed any of the royals. They seem like, you know, these days they've upped their game, haven't they? And they've become kind of popular, and I'm sort of got a bit more of a respect for the Queen and so on. I mean, she's 19, she's still going strong. It's great, but and then you've got these new royals, the likes of Harry, who's getting married tomorrow, assuming I upload this on Friday, and tomorrow's Saturday, and William. And to be fair, they do seem like nice enough chaps, don't they? And what I like about them is the fact that they're actually motorcyclists as well, which is absolutely fantastic. I love the way that Harry in particular, not Harry, William, I always get these two confused. William, he's the one with the sort of horsey face. He's obviously a Triumph fan, and there have been pictures snapped of him riding in the past, things like Triumph Daytonas, which is absolutely brill, I think. Great for Triumph. Absolute PR dream. And I know recently he went up and visited, in fact he might have even opened that new visitor centre up at the factory in Hinckley. And again, what an absolute scoop for Triumph that he did that. And there are all sorts of pictures in the press at the time of him sat on board a Tiger 1200 and a Bobber as well. And absolutely brilliant excuse for Triumph to come up with the tagline, fit for a king, or fit for a future king, which I think they did use. I'm not sure what the legalities are. They probably can't actually use the Royals to promote their products, but it can't do them any harm, can it, from a marketing point of view, that Prince William was seen on some Triumph motorcycles. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I know nothing about royal weddings. There's lots of signage here, look, for people to walk to the royal wedding, so it appears that if you are one of these nutters who likes this sort of thing, then you can come up here to Windsor and do some sort of viewage. Not quite sure what you get to see. Where am I going? I've no idea where I'm going, actually. I should have gone that way, really. I suspect I'm going to come up against a closed road again. Lots of evidence of police around, as you'd expect. And as I say, this is the Thursday before the Saturday, so whatever is it going to be like on Saturday. Absolutely loads of police everywhere, which is great to see, actually, because this, of course, would be a huge target, wouldn't it, for potential terrorist activities. But let's not go there. What's going on here then? Another road closed. Okay, go that way then. Right, so it seems like I ain't going to get anywhere near where stuff is happening. Out of the way, please, lady. Thank you. Morning, sir. No, not a waiver. Okay. So what is it with these royals? I mean, you look at Harry. I mean, he seems like a nice fella. He, you know, he seems down to earth. He doesn't look anything like his father, does he? But anyway, let's not go there. But this bird he's picked up, this American bird, Meghan Markle. Now, you know, I don't know what makes for an attractive-looking bloke, but I would assume. Now, I've done this before. I've got a sense of deja vu. Hello. I would assume he's not hugely good-looking, is he? I mean, I know he's not ugly, but Meghan Markle, she's absolutely lovely. He's batting well above his weight there, isn't he? And even William, I mean, again, surely he can't be a good-looking chap. And who's the one he married? Catherine. She was quite nice, wasn't she? Although she's getting a bit mumsy now, a bit too perfect for my liking. I think Meghan is the better option, to be fair. But anyway, let's not go too far down that route. Oh, look at that unmarked car. Remember him. Searching the DHL van. It's a nightmare, actually, this, isn't it, for the security services and police, as well as, you know, making it available and giving access to the public, and actually making sure everything runs smoothly. Must cost an absolute fortune. But there we go. I guess Windsor's well used to this sort of thing. It's been the odd royal wedding, I think, here in the past. I think Charlie, when he last got married, that was in Windsor, wasn't it? Although that was a fairly low-key affair, as these things go. Not sure how this one's going to pan out. What have we got here? Road closed. Let's see if I can do a bit of a right here then. More unmarked police vehicles. Insane amount of security. I've never seen this amount of security for anything anywhere. Public loo set up there. That's the end of Windsor Great Park. As you go down there, Windsor Castle is at the end. Fire service, camera platforms. It's all here. Big screens for the TV so people can watch. TV cameras. Blimey. This is a big deal, isn't it? It turns out. Oh man, a massive press centre just there. International press all lined up doing their interviews. Yeah, that must be a press centre where all the international press folk are. And Windsor Castle down there. That is going to be one busy spot tomorrow. And, well, tomorrow, Big Friday. I'm recording this on Thursday. I mean Saturday. Are you following this? Anyway. Lovely spot, Windsor, actually. If you've never been before, unfortunately I couldn't get to go in the centre of town there, as you saw all the roads were closed. Around the base of the castle and that, it's an absolutely beautiful place. If you don't live in Blighty and you're doing the tourist thing, Windsor's actually a place that's worth coming to. There's lots of history there, of course, and it is a lovely town. Hello, sir. Biker enthusiasts, great to see. Actually, aren't all bike cops? I've never met a bad one yet. If they're riding bikes, they must be enthusiasts, surely to do it for their living. Good chaps. Even Old Windsor is closed off. Look at these barriers, incredible. Let's try heading towards Eton. See if I can get anywhere there, probably not. So yeah, I guess as expected, Windsor is on sort of lockdown. Oh, loads of bike cops up here, look. In fact, I got a bit of a feeling there might be a some sort of dress rehearsal on today. Hello chaps, no wavers amongst them. Miserable devils. There's a farm shop. Oh, white van incident, look at that. Nicely done, sir. Police helicopter circling overhead already. What an absolutely cracking day to be out on the bike. And also probably a cracking day to commit a crime in central London. Because I think the entire Met Police and probably lots of others besides all seem to be here. I'm not sure where this leads to. Perhaps I should turn around and head back in the general direction of Windsor again. Let's do that. Oh, it's a real treat to be back out on the street triple. Love this little bike. I'm lucky enough, of course, to ride lots of new bikes, and they're all great fun and nice to ride, but sometimes it's just good to get back to basics on the bike that you love and just remember why you bought it in the first place. I love this 2012 Street. It's just there's nothing sort of pretentious about it. It's got no electronics, no ABS, no traction control, wheelie control, nothing like that. Just a basic motorcycle with an analogue clock, little bit of LCD going on, but we'll skirt over that. It sounds great, handles great, goes well, just love it. I've actually put I've got the arrow cans on this, so I just put the baffles back in. So I decided, I was out riding yesterday, another similarly nice day, and I decided that actually the baffles out the cans were just a little bit too loud. So the baffles back in, they don't pop and bang as much as they used to, which is a bit of a shame because I quite like that. But it's definitely a little bit better on the ears. Not letting me go up there now. Close that one. Bother. I just got down there in the nick of time then. So the question is, how do I get home from here? They're talking about Harry and William on their bikes. It must be great actually when you're somebody like them that is so recognisable and so in the, you know, international public glare all the time. It must be nice for them to be able to slip on their helmets, jump on their motorbikes and just go and ride and be anonymous. Now I assume they have to go with a great entourage of outriders, security guys again, no doubt police people, so it's going to, you know, rein in the amount of spirited riding they have, I expect. But it must be nice just to be able to go out in London traffic and be a normal person. I can't think of many other things actually, many other pastimes that you could do as a famous, recognisable person, where actually you can go out in public and be anonymous. So biking, I guess, really works for that. But it must be again a bit of a nightmare for the security guys looking after them. But as I say, a real gift to people like Trump. Well, look at this lot, more bikes. Let's give them a nod. Hello. Not one of them nodded. Miserable devils. I take it all back about the police bikers. Maybe when they're on duty they're not allowed to nod. I don't know, we'll see. So a while back I was having a little think about what would be interesting things I could do on the old channel. One of the things I thought was it would be interesting to do sort of interviews with some famous bikers. And I came up with a few ideas. I won't tell you who they all were because I might still do it. I've tried a few, and one of them was Prince William. So I wrote I wrote to where's he live? That palace, you know, the one down the road from Buckingham Palace. Can't remember the name of it for now, but it'll come to me. Anyway, I wrote to them, and I put together what I thought was a pretty humorous but good letter saying, look, I know he's a busy chap, but I think this would be something that would be really good for, you know, him coming across as a normal person. Not that clearly he is a normal person, obviously he's been born not through his own choice into a world of privilege that you know, is completely unlike a normal life, but I guess I thought that the royals might like it when they seem to be accessible to the mere oiks like you and I. So I thought even if I could get like a Skype call with him or just something like that, how good would that be to talk to him about biking and about the bikes he rides, and you know, when he rides, how long has he been riding, what does he like about it, all that stuff. It's beautiful there down by the river. This is Datchet, I think. Lovely. More police, of course. And anyway, Kensington Palace, that was what I was trying to remember. Anyway, I did get a reply. Surprise, surprise. The reply basically said, thanks for your letter, but it ain't going to happen, sunshine. And it came from one of his many people that deals with, no doubt, the hundreds or thousands of letters he gets every day, which is a bit of a shame, because I can't help thinking that if he had actually seen my note, and who knows, he might even be a subscriber of mine under a pseudonym. And if you are, sir, hello to you. Please do get in touch. And you know, I like to think that you might have liked to have had that chat, but again, no doubt there are protocols and things, and you can't just go around talking to any old person. But wouldn't that have been amazing to have got an interview with him on a YouTube channel about motorcycling? I just thought that would have been very interesting, and also would have been super newsworthy. I think that would have been one of those killer videos, wouldn't it, which would have launched my channel. But anyway, sadly, it wasn't to be. Man, even out here, oh look, there's Windsor Castle up there. Oh, I've inadvertently come back into Windsor again. Loads of stuff here. I guess this might be the public sort of park and ride. What are those little tents for? Maybe that's security checks or the loos or something, I don't know. I'll tell you, if you're not interested in the royal wedding, and I can guarantee probably about 95% of my viewers aren't, myself included, then do not come anywhere near Windsor on Saturday. Because this is just nuts already, look, a day before. Expect delays, you're not kidding. There are going to be an awful lot of people swimming around here in 2 days' time. Horse show as well, goodness me. They picked a bad weekend to have a horse show. Well, what's going on over here? Looks like some sort of stage. More international broadcasters over there. It's a bit sad, I know, but I find the way that these events are organised fascinating, because it is such a big deal. So many parties have to be coordinated. Armed police over there. So much has to be thought about, you know, escape routes and emergency access and all that sort of thing, as well as I say, keeping it all open to the public so that they do have access to the event itself in some shape or form. I don't know how. There's the castle up there. It must be an absolute nightmare for these guys. Now, as I say, it's a Thursday, and it's bizarre because actually here in the middle of Windsor, it's actually quite quiet in terms of normal people wandering about. I don't know if they're just keeping clear because of all the security. I think there's actually more security, more people involved with the organisation of this than there is actual shoppers. I'm surprised actually that I have managed to get into central Windsor like this. I thought all this would be closed off, given that the Royal Mile there was in front of the castle. Let's head down here. River's looking splendid today. As I say, a gorgeous part of the world here. It's part of the castle. Hope you can see that. Probably looks miles away on the GoPro, but it's literally just there. Oh, how juvenile is that? That's when I should have had the baffles out. Right, where the dickens am I going now? I think I've kind of seen everything there is to see. So just a silly little vlog really. I was going to come out on the bike for a ride anyway because it's such a lovely day. I thought it might just be interesting, particularly for those of you that maybe are watching from overseas, as to what Windsor looks like when it's in this sort of lockdown situation. So here's a taste of some of the traffic nightmares you can look forward to over the weekend. Horrendous. Quite know what's going on here, but thank goodness I'm on two wheels. I suspect it's just another road closure that's caught people out. Where's RJ when you need him? This is his sort of territory. Right, well, if this is the way the traffic's going to be, it's time for me to get out of here, find my way home. So I hope that's been of some interest to you. Just a little excuse for a vlog. I'll kind of leave it to you to decide whether it's a legitimate vlog or just a cynical attempt to cash in on a international news story. I'll leave that to you to decide. Anyway, hope that's been of some interest. Look forward to speaking to you next time. Till then, this has been the Mr. Flyer. Cheerio.